Okay. We were talking to Lorenzo. We were supposed to start talking to him, because we want to join the Merchants Guild. Hey! Can you tell me anything about the Merchants Guild? For your information, the Araxos Merchants Guild is an organization of influential merchants from Archolos and other important cities in Myrtana. Over the past years, we have managed to triple our influence in the area and have established many trading posts throughout the kingdom. Above all, our actions are guided by reason. We do not deal with assignments that we consider unprofitable or too risky. Only when we see a clear benefit in something do we make the decision to act. First of all, how's the situation? The Merchants Guild of Araxos is still the best option for anyone who runs their own business or is otherwise connected to trade on the island. Okay, what's the governor's opinion on your private army? Army is a big word, boy. It's no secret that Governor Morris would be the most eager to man the entire trading post with city guards and lay his hands on our stuff. Unfortunately, he forgets how much he gains from working with us. Without the guild's involvement, Archolos would still be a shanty town on the border of civilization. It is thanks to our investments that the island is able to compete with such entities as the famed Coronis. It's a lot bigger. Morris knows it well, but he won't admit it because he's a royal henchman. He's afraid we'll grow too powerful. Okay. Well, I've seen people among you who don't look like merchants. Any thriving organization must ensure its interests are protected. Adelard's mercenaries and Garros's hunters are such a guarantee. Skilled swordsmen and trackers from all over the world. In return for fair pay, they are required to operate within the strategy we employ. Okay, what do you trade in? You should rather ask what we don't trade in, boy. We bring to Archolos even such goods as spices from the Southern Islands and furs from Nordmar. Thanks to our trusted carriers, the transport of goods is much cheaper and more convenient, which is why so many customers appreciate our work. Besides, no other trade organization in the world can compete with the prices we offer. Okay. Do you have any vacancies? Can I work for you? Well, we've just resumed recruiting to our runners, but we don't accept just anyone. We prefer to choose new people carefully. We hope that potential recruits will be able to demonstrate proper judgment and perseverance in pursuit of their goals. Especially when sometimes we have to bend a few rules to keep the client happy with our services. Of course, we also require loyalty. We're not interested in the unorganized hoodlums who've been crowding the city guard. Okay, what if I want to join? Any good person is welcome here, just... You don't strike me as a true merchant, warrior, or tracker. Tell me, what brings you to us, boy? Yeah, I want to find my missing brother. A noble cause, indeed. We're usually visited by harbor bums or slackers who can't afford to pay taxes. We are happy to welcome noble hearts who put help and devotion before their own well-being. By being true to our cause, you will undoubtedly get many opportunities to complete your goal. It's like a trade. You want something, and we want something. Perform your duties diligently, and we will support you in your quest. Okay, now that we've got the opening questions behind us, it's time for the formalities. One question though. Are you fulfilling it? No. Right now I'm not fulfilling my goal because... Did I skip something? I feel like I may have skipped a conversation on accident. Oh, unfortunately no. In that case, come back once you become a citizen. Oh, he was a citizen. This is one of the measures we take to protect our business from suspicious outsiders. You don't have citizenship, you can't work for us. Talk to Matey, he's the official in charge of civic affairs. Okay, yeah, I am a citizen, actually. That I know. You better tell me, do you have your citizenship document yet? Yeah. That's great. Can I see the document? Yeah. Good. Everything checks out. Now for the specifics. Proving your citizenship does not immediately mean you will become a member of Archolos. Being a thriving organization, it's natural that we have many enemies. For this reason, we try not to have them in our ranks. Meaning, we need to get to know you better to decide if you are suitable. Okay, what do? Talk to our people, get to know them, and when they need something, help them. Once you've managed to do something, get back to me and we'll see what they say about you. Okay, who do I go to? In the market square, you will find the merchant Armor. Apparently he has an offer for the guild. I heard that a certain Ernesto is having trouble with some alchemist. He wanted the guild's help in this matter. Okay, Ernesto. You can also stop by Helga, our friendly innkeeper. Maybe she will find something for you. Oh, Helga too, okay. And then there's Dima, our working woman. She's opening her own business and needs help with the negotiations. Okay, that's good enough for me. I know where Ernesto is, and I know what to do with Helga. Oh, game? Okay. Helga is the innkeeper in the, I wanted to say the swamps, the harbor. The harbor. Hello, Ernesto. What's up? Who are you? Haven't you heard of me? Where did you come from? My name is Ernesto. I own the most vineyards in all of Myrtana. Even the king keeps one of my wines in his vineyards. I think you meant to say wine cellars or whatever. Can I buy wine from you? You must be out of your mind. Do you think I'd be this successful if I personally took care of every stranger who asked me for a drink? I only deal with serious clients. Okay. Apparently you have some problem with an alchemist or something. I can't tell you how long he kept me waiting. So long, in fact, that I finally had to get off my ass in front of a warm fireplace and take care of my own business. I hope you're the right man. I'm the best. Brave words for such a young man. Let's see if you can back them up with equally bold actions. Okay, I'm all ears. Here, have a drink. Things are tough, so there's no need to talk with a dry mouth. You just told me that to get lost because you're not gonna give everyone wine. You see, the tastes of the people in this city are an interesting thing indeed. In spite of the prevailing economic problems, people are increasingly reaching for something. I had to invest in herbs and spices for the kitchen, which are increasingly hard to come by these days. However, I don't know anything about herbalism myself, so I usually subcontract the gathering of herbs. A few days ago, I hired a guy to do the job who claimed to know herbs like few others. Meanwhile, a certain suburban alchemist named Budwin ordered 3 packets of healing herbs from me. I tasked the boy with picking the herbs and bringing them to the alchemist. Next morning, I heard a rumbling at the door of my place. I get up, look, and Budwin himself is standing on the porch, brandishing a bunch of plants, saying that my man brought him some weeds. I've got a problem now, because this bloody punk has sneaked off somewhere. I've still spent money on him, and my reputation is going to plummet any day now. So, you're concerned with Budwin's opinion? It just so happens that when I enter a new market, I have to keep a reputation with my clients. I was hoping Budwin would recommend me to others. After this issue, I'm sure he will hammer me, and then people will stop seeing me as a trusted contractor. Okay, so how do I help you? It would be best if Budwin forgot the whole thing. By the way, if by some miracle you manage to find that punk, bring him to me. You'd get a few more coins. Okay, how do you know this man? He was sent to me by Ziggy, an old friend, and I took the offer. Because why not? I still trusted her then. She looks after the sheep in the artisan district, near the east gate of the barracks. If you get lost, ask one of the runners for the directions. Okay. And who was this expert? A really poor expert on her herbs, that's for sure. He wore his hair up in a ponytail. I remember his name was Kath. Damn stupid name, by the way. No? No. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to this, this result. Yeah. If you fail, Lorenzo will find out, and you can dream of getting into Araxos. Remember, my vote matters a lot to him. So basically, first we have to go to Sigrid. Weed him out. Wait, that's not this way, is it? Actually, it is this way, and then left. Okay. This way. Oi, Ziggy! What's up with that guy you sent to collect herbs? He's a phony! Oh yeah, before we talk to her though, very important thing. Very, very important. Hello. Wait a minute, Doggo. Woof. Very important thing. The most important thing. Good Doggo. Oh, Ziggy, what's up with that phony of yours? Sorry, but I'm not taking new orders for sheepskins. Please check back next month. I don't really care about your sheep. Well, if you don't want anything from me or my sheep, then leave me alone. No, I want something from you. Not the sheep, though. Ernesto sent me. Ernesto, you say? What could you want from me? Well, you're acting suspicious immediately. Yeah, he said that you can't count on a discount at his place. What did I do to him? Oh, he's not happy with the guy you sent. A man? What man am I? Don't pretend you don't know what this is about. The herb man you sent him. Actually, I remember now. For your information, he wasn't my man. Something wrong with him? He botched the job and now he's disappeared. Well, that's a good one. Is that all you have to say? Because of you, Ernesto's in a lot of trouble right now. Because of me? That's what happens when you commission a job and don't do it yourself. But he paid for the service, and the service was shit. Sometimes you get a smart guy, sometimes you get a con man. It's a risk we have to reckon with. Well, the con man came with your recommendation. As for Ernesto, I will apologize to him personally for this situation. Okay, where did you hire this guy? I remember being in the harbor that day and, to my misfortune, passing near those awful dark mysteries. I just got accosted by that bastard. If that's so, forgive me, but I have to get back to work. Oh, wait. So you were walking next to a brothel. You got... Basically, the guy was trying to pick you up. Probably crudely. And then you decided, you know, that guy needs a job. Yeah, exactly. That's my reaction. The guy who took out the sword. Okay, I do have a few more questions for you, though. Do you understand what caring for animals is? But what am I thinking? You probably have no idea what's on my mind anyway. A few questions, no more. What was his name? Jeff. Or something like that. So you can't remember your employees' names? But I tell you again, it wasn't any of my employees. It was just some stray with a very common name. Do you remember what he looked like? His hair was tied up in a ponytail. Why not some details? Like, did he have dark hair? Light hair? I have no memory for faces. Okay, maybe colors? Oh, you want to hear more from me because I have to tend to my sheep. Good, have a good day. Okay, she's useless. Why would she recommend some guy who tried to pick her up for a job with a merchant who's trying to have a good business in town? Jeff. Ernesto says calf or something. Oh, there is an F at the end. Is there gonna be like 10 people with 3-letter names and I'm gonna have to figure out which one is the proper one? Okay, so I guess we should go to the Dark Mysteries, talk to the madam, and see if maybe there's a... Maybe she can tell me something about one of our customers. We're probably gonna have to bribe her, but we do have enough money, yeah? Yeah, we have like 4,000 almost. Wait. Rock, paper. Paper. Scissors. Oh, our loss. Impressive. No one has managed to tie with me yet. Oh wait, he did paper. Okay. I thought he did scissors, but no. Can travel the harbor without fear, rival. Okay. Which one is the brothel? I think it's up there. Okay. I'm surprised no one told me to do anything with these two southerners yet. No, this is not the brothel. Oh, this is the brothel. Oh, Vlada. Yeah, have you seen a guy here lately with his hair in a ponytail? Many visit my place, both locals and visitors. Do you think I remember all those ugly muggers? Maybe there's something I could do to make you remember? I doubt it. You can ask the courtesans at my place. Just remember, information is not free. Oh, that's fine. Hey there, Kafia. What's up? Yeah, I needed information about a certain man. We're closed. Come back later. No, is something wrong? Yes, and a lot. This Peter guy is driving me crazy. If you tell that disgusting guy in the corner to stop staring at me with his pig eyes, you'll get your reward, sweetie. Why doesn't security do anything? Are you talking about Amir? He's a coward and a slacker. He only got a job at Dark Mysteries because he's the owner's brother. Oh. He comes here mainly to look at skirts. There's no skirts here. And drink beer. That's all he does. Okay, sure. I'm gonna deal with Peter. Oi, Peter. Get lost. The lady's on one ear. Move it, you little brat. You're blocking my views of the lady. My view of the ladies, yeah. Well, I didn't know they let in boys like you. What did you say? Well, what you heard. I want you to stop harassing Kafia, or I will personally teach you to respect women. I'll do what I feel like doing, and you're asking for a solid beating. Well, what's up with you? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. You heard me. Get lost. Yeah, I know. Now you will politely go and apologize to this lady for your pig-headed behavior. You son of a... Excuse me? I mean... Yeah, well, I'll apologize. Yeah, I thought so. Oi, Katia. Peter won't be in any trouble anymore. Oh, I don't know how to thank you. A little more and I would have smashed the bottle of his primitive heads. I see some people haven't gone to the dogs yet. Yeah, I need information though. Who are you looking for? A young man, hair tied up in a ponytail. Does that tell you anything? Are you talking about Calf? I'm not sure, but I think so. Everyone I asked called him something different. That's right, there was someone like that here recently. He didn't look rich to me, but he kept bragging that he could afford all the luxuries because he just got paid. He also said he was going to go to the bathhouse and rest up for all his years of work. How long ago was that? A few days ago. So I don't know if you can still find him there, but you can try. Okay. Can we ask any of the other girls? Hello. Was there a boy here recently with his hair in a ponytail? A lot of clients wear the hairstyle. Okay, if anyone matching this description has behaved suspiciously in your establishment. Actually, there was one. A few days ago, our guy was bragging about some scam, but I wasn't the one spending time with him. Talked to one of my friends. One of them has been seeing him all evening. Okay. So it was probably about Kafia. Let's ask you. Wait, where'd she go? Wait, where's the third one? Did she go upstairs? Ooh, all of them have names. But I guess since we already talked to Kafia, it doesn't really matter, does it? The bathhouse then. Which is... totally on the opposite side of the town. Okay. Aha, we didn't take 4 damage. Actually, this game is really generous with not really giving you any full damage. Maybe not any, but you can fall from a very very high place without taking any damage. And I don't know if that was changed or if that was just default Gothic 2 behavior. I think it was changed though. So we are looking for Calf. So, Calf, Jeff. Calf. Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Ernesto would remember the proper name, because he's the one who is supposed to employ him, so being a merchant, it would make sense that he remembers. And the bathhouse is here, actually. No, wait, that's not the bathhouse. Oh, that's the museum. Actually, how many coins do we have? 31. I think I need like 10 more coins to make sure that we actually give them 45. But now let's keep it as it is. There's the bathhouse. I was almost right. Oi, please, shed those dirty clothes and make yourself at home in our establishment. No, actually, I need to know if Calf is here. Oh, am I supposed to take off my armor first? Is that what I'm supposed to do? No. Okay, I'm feeling crisp. Oi, citizen, have you seen Calf here? No. Citizen. Oh, there he is. Hey you, blind or what? This seat's already taken. Yeah, but there's like 10 spaces in the sauna. Calf, I presume. Maybe Calf, what do you want? Well, Ernesto sent me. The merchant's in a lot of trouble because of you, and he'd like to have a little chat with you about it. What Ernesto? I don't know any Ernesto. Don't get cocky. Just tell the truth. I hear you've been bragging left and right in the brothel about your little scam. You know what? I think you need to be talked to in a different way. Are you really gonna... Are you really gonna do this? I have armor and I have a sword, and you're naked. Should I? Nah, let's not murder him. That would be a bad choice. Just waiting for him to wake up. Oh man, my head. Some people wake up really quickly, and this one and the one before were actually pretty slow. So, did you get your memory back? You didn't have to be so brutal. Well, I do have a sword, so... Look, it was a little scam. It was supposed to save you some coins. Well, I doubt you get that much money out of that little scam. Tell me, who paid you? That's impossible. I can just got you. Look at my lips. Take me to your employer, or they'll pick you off the pavement, piece by piece. Oh, I'm so brutal. Alright, you win. Put that weapon away now. Follow me. Just let me get dressed, damn it. We're gonna murder you. Who paid you? I don't think it's gonna be this miscellaneous guy, because it doesn't make sense. Oh, that was an interesting haircut there. We're gonna have to go and look at the guy later. Seriously, Onzo? Kid, would you like to help me? What's the matter? Yeah, the issue is simple. I need someone to watch over my book while I'm away. What book? The less you know, the better for both of us. Can you be sure that you can be sure that your help will be rewarded? What do you say? For now, you can just sit here. I'm following this guy. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. So, here we are. But it's a dead end. You're smart. Enough of this clowning around. Are you coming with me, or shall I drag you to Ernesto by force? Oh wow, he's laughing. What's so funny? You and your face. Just a minute. Let me introduce you to someone. Ralph and Jeff, my brothers. Without them, the plan wouldn't have worked at all. Oh, so the triplets. There wasn't one picker, but three. Similar, right? Nothing like messing with people's heads. My only regret is I didn't see the look on Ernesto's face when he had to cower before the angry alchemist. On the other hand, yours is silly enough for me. So who's your boss? Someone who will turn this guild of yours upside down. As it happens, he had been planning this action for a long time, and we just happened to be the perfect candidates for the job. And why is Ernesto so important to you? Who said it was about some liquor salesman? Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. Our employer will soon shower us with gold again, and that's all that matters. Three brothers. Nobody knows us here, so nobody has been looking for us. Was looking for us. Well, almost nobody. And why are you telling me this? Well, I guess I owe it to you as a reward for your perceptiveness. Besides, how do I put this? You're not getting out of here alive. Really? I mean, you did just die, all of you. Do you have any old coins? No? Oh, we did loot him already. Okay, two twin brothers, Ruff and Jeff, ambushed me. We killed all of them. I should bring his news to Ernesto. I mean, I think we should also go talk to Bodwin. See if we can smooth over that relationship a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on your book, don't worry. Great. Watch it like a hawk. In 3 days, we'll meet on the beach at the harbour. I'll be waiting during the day, and if anyone asks, then you haven't seen me. Risky venture received. I wanna read the book. Risky venture. Where is it? Where is this? The journeys of 5 warriors in search of a hidden treasure. Unfortunately, the ending is missing. Nameless of the greedy hands took up his weapon to his enemy's torment end. A smile crossed his face at the thought of what will be done by his mace. Muddy, how low you sank when you stole my uncle's bank. You cannot blame me, Nameless, for hoarding so much gold is shameless. But I have it no more. It all have been ridden. You will never find it, for it is hidden. His insolent words made Nameless boil, but his thoughts of reason it didn't spoil. Tell me, you bastard, where is my livelihood, and perhaps I will not cut off your wood. Of your treasure, the whole Sosnograd has taken possession. There will be nothing left for your obsession. No, it can't be true. I will find the perpetrators and make them blue. I'll get my inheritance back while drinking beer because that money will make my head unclear. Author's note. Pioneers, the action is dead, motionless even. Stories about dragons and chosen ones are so hard to believe in. I mean,